The Interdarshan Championship might be the largest event I've seen thus far in Genshin Impact. It features quite a few characters, a lot of different events. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different minigames, and a complete voiced story that is large enough to compete with Archon quests. It was pretty amazing. I've already done the voice story part, so I'll show some of the minigames. Which one can I play here? It's Project Connectivity. I'll give it a go. I'll take the easiest one, because the other ones would take a lot more time to show. So the goal is to start from the starting point and get to all the different beacons, collect some energy, and oh, it's already complete. It remembered my outfit from the last time. So you collect those things, and then you have won. You start here and you place those fields, those tiles, to cross the distance. And the less points you use, the higher is your rating. When you completed everything, when you found everything to your satisfaction, you can hit Go to Challenge. Start Challenge. And then you work on the obstacles you have placed on the different buildings and structures. Whee. Checkpoint reached 1. Here's the second. Gotta watch out for my stamina. It's running low. And here's the third one. Exit. So, since it remembers my creations, which I did not expect, I shall show the most complex one, which I made. I'll give it a go. This here. This one is the most complex of the three. The beacons you have to collect are in a different altitude. Some are very high and others are very close to the ground, so getting from A to B is kind of tricky. I don't think that's the most effective way to get around, but that's how I did it. I placed those things here, and now I'll see how it works. Yes, I have to hit F. I mean, I know that it works, but it's far from perfect. Here, for example, I have to climb to jump. Then I get over to the second checkpoint. Third one is up there. This is also something you can place. It's great for crossing distances. 3 and 4 is over there. Oh, almost fell. And the last one I just have to glide down for. Perfect. Where are the other minigames? Teleport. Was my tone too serious? Oh, that's not good. Traveler, are you here to give minimetric replication a try? What was this about? Oh, This is the part where you have to press a certain key when it's required to proceed. Here we have the weasel thief, the ferret, here's a shroombar, and here's a fish that jumps out of the water. I'll start with the weasel. Begin. So you have to press either, let me see, space or E. Next try, space and E. And now the game starts. Whee! Just have to get the timing right. Okay, let's stop the challenge to show the other ones as well. I don't plan to do the whole run. Leave. I just want to show them. The second one is my favorite because it shows a lot of the Sumeru locations while you play it. The background constantly changes all the time. The part with the shroombar. Here I just have to charge through the wooden doors. There. By hitting the button the right time. And I can enjoy the scenery in the background. Charge! Ah! I was going to look at the waterfall in the background. Because it was so beautiful. Back! And it's over. Unstoppable. There you see a happy, partying shroombar, which missed 2 of the wooden doors. Exit. So that was this minigame. Quite nice. I won't do the fish part. It's just a part where you... Okay, I will do the fish part, just for showing it. Just a quick look. For demonstration purposes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Getting the timing right is really tricky on this one. One, 2, 3. And so on. Leave. So those were the fishes that jumped out of the water. On to the next part. Why are you so depressed? No minigame here. Let's see where the next minigame is. I don't feel like this is the right way. This just leads me here, which is not where I want to go. Finally, about time. I find it. I'd like to give this a try. Gathering of Stars. So, you have different zodiac signs, so to speak, that you can build by moving around the stars. And when they are in the right position, they will light up like this. And then you can switch to the low run. There we go, fungus. Next. You can switch also the altitude on some of them, maybe the later ones. So naturally it becomes more complex the further you get in the stages. Now come on. Where are you? Scarab. End challenge. No, I meant to leave. I meant to leave. Let me leave. Thank you. And what do we have over here? In truth, steps. Oh, I was terrible in this game. They tell you a story, and you have to figure out what's behind it. Let's start with this here. A group of forest rangers was patrolling the Avidia forest. Asti and Baidim were responsible for surveying the surrounding environment. While advancing, they discovered monsters ahead and ended up getting caught in a downpour, with the rain making the ground so muddy that they were temporarily stranded. Asti sent Baidim out to the other team in the forest rangers with the intention of reminding them to stay vigilant. Then Asti hid in a tree until the monsters left. Later, following Baidim, the other team of forest rangers successfully rendezvoused with Asti. Afterwards, they quickly left the forest. However, of their number, only Baidim was soaking wet. Why is that? So you have to make different questions and figure out by the answers why Baidim was soaking wet and the others not. So you begin analyzing. You can ask about the rain. Why would you like? What would you like? Was the downpour heavy? She replies with yes, no, or it doesn't matter, something like that. Could people travel across the mire easily? No. So we already learned through this answer that the person in question was actually not a person. It must be some other creature. And depending on the answers, you can trigger a special answer, for example, like this one. When you find it, it unlocks new options of new stuff you can ask. And once you have found enough about the backgrounds of the story, about the hidden truth, you can start guessing. How did Baidim leave the mire and pass the message on? By being agile, by being a good flyer, by using elemental energy, or by using a special device. We already learned that he was not a human, possibly. So, which one could apply? Maybe he was an elemental being. He was a vision holder. Why was Baidim wet all over? Baidim liked the rain. You didn't get a single question right. A single one. So that's a hint. It tells you which of the ones you picked were wrong. So you can actually navigate through this whole minigame by trial and error if you're just terrible in combining the clues. I've got other things to do at the moment. But once you figured it out, you can complete the mini story and also have her review it and tell you what really happened. So that was this minigame. What else do we have to show? One of the games you could play in the minigames is Antiquity Hunt. It guides you to a certain area. This here is in the forest. No, this is in the desert. This here is in the forest. This here is near the pyramids, or was. I already completed it. And you get those tools that you could place on various positions, and they would tell you how far you are from the relic replica that you're looking for. You could place 3 of them at a time, and they would show something like 52, for example. And when you placed enough of them and found a number which is, I think, over 90, you can pinpoint the exact location of the relic replica, collect it, and you have successfully done this part. And that's all there is. As for the voiced story, the quest behind the Interdarshan Championship, it was about those 4 as well as a sleepy girl. Was it Lila? She keeps sleepwalking. And those 5 would try to win the championship, and they would have all sorts of struggles. And also there was some head guy, a wanderer, who was not really there for winning. But I'm not going to spoiler too much of the story in case you still want to complete it, because it's still ongoing. But I recommend it if you want to still play it. It has 3 more days to go. And lots of voiced lines, lots of story. It takes a lot of time to read and listen through them. So that was nice.